In 1961, imagine being John Sedibe, a 19-year-old black South African living under apartheid. Life is defined by restrictions, fear, and daily humiliation. Long walks, overcrowded buses, pass laws, and constant police surveillance shape your existence. Anger grows after hearing of security forces opening fire on unarmed protesters, reinforcing a painful reality: in your own country, you are treated as less than human. Yet amid fear, hope emerges through radio broadcasts from resistance leaders whose words inspire dreams of freedom and equality. Drawn by these ideas, John secretly joins underground resistance activities after political movements are banned. Meetings are held in secrecy, where fear and courage exist side by side. But years later, devastating news arrives: the leader who inspired him has been sentenced to life imprisonment. Losing faith in peaceful resistance, John leaves South Africa and joins a guerrilla movement in exile. Life in exile is harsh and filled with sacrifice. Then, after decades of struggle, negotiations begin between the government and resistance groups. Soon, incredible news follows: the imprisoned leader has been released. Filled with emotion, John returns home after 27 years away. Back in South Africa, he reunites with his aging mother and witnesses a historic transformation. In 1994, for the first time in his life, he casts a vote in democratic elections. The victory of the liberation movement feels like the fulfillment of decades of sacrifice. Hope spreads across the country as reconciliation, unity, and constitutional reform promise a brighter future. But over time, optimism fades. Corruption, mismanagement, unemployment, and failing public services begin replacing earlier dreams. Leadership changes, scandals grow, and the ideals that once united people slowly weaken. By old age, John watches poverty, crime, and economic hardship continue affecting ordinary citizens. He worries about his young nephew Muzi, whose struggle is no longer political oppression, but economic survival. Reflecting at age 82, John asks a difficult question: was it all worth it? His journey becomes a broader lesson about liberation movements everywhere. Winning freedom is one struggle. Governing successfully afterward is another. The story ends with a powerful truth: achieving freedom is difficult, but preserving and governing it wisely may be even harder.